Here's how to look like you know what you're doing when you put on a motorcycle helmet. We're gonna cover the two most common styles of motorcycle helmets and the two most common attachment points. By the end of this video, you will 100% know how to put on pretty much any helmet you are ever handed. First, we are going to cover the full face helmet. This is the helmet that I hope you're learning how to put on, that's sitting on your lap right now or that you're considering buying, because it is the most safe. What makes a full faced helmet is that it covers your skull, your back of your head, whatever, but it's really mostly this spot that determines that it's a full face helmet. It covers your whole face, right? And having this chin bar down here is really, really important to a good, strong helmet. So if you land on your face, you're not just wearing one of those dumb little skull caps. So full face helmet, this is hopefully what you're getting, but even the other helmet I'm gonna show you is also pretty fine. So the first thing you're gonna wanna do is take off your gloves, because you probably were also handed gloves, and it's much easier to put on a helmet for the first time when you're not wearing gloves. So take your gloves off, but what I want you to do is you're gonna take your helmet, and I want you to learn how your visor works, because once you put on your helmet, as you're wearing it, you're gonna be like stuck in there, and then you're gonna be trying to like figure out how your visor works, and it's gonna be hard to do when you can't see the attachment points. So some are dead center here, right in the middle, some are off to the side. Just make sure you know how your visor works and lift it all the way up. Next, I am going to take my glasses off. I don't want to put on a full face helmet with glasses. It's really hard to do. Maybe you're extra talented, or maybe you got way too big of a helmet, because you really shouldn't be able to. I take my glasses off, I set them on my seat, put them in your pocket. Somewhere you're not gonna lose them, somewhere you can find them when you put your helmet back on. Now, to take your helmet here, we have our visor up, we know how it works when we get it back on, and we've got our full face helmet. Some people, what they do is they just grab the helmet and they shove it on their head, they grab the top, and they put it on like this. The problem is, these are my straps that are supposed to go around my chin, that are just up here. My ears are jammed like crazy. That is not a great way to put on a motorcycle helmet. So let's show you the right way here, which is we're gonna be grabbing by the straps. Just like this, we're gonna hold on to these straps. And what this does is, one, it allows us a really good spot to pull down on the helmet, but two, is we can spread the helmet apart to fit our head. So there's lots of padding in here, and to get it around your ears and everything, it's nice to have some area to be able to kind of widen, open that helmet here. Helmets can be a little tight, and that's okay. As long as they fit correctly once they're on, the tightness, getting it on is totally fine. Some people, when they put on a helmet, again, this is the wrong way to do it, will kind of start from like the apex of the back of the crown of their head and pull on like this. And while it's quite comfortable to be able to leave it on this way, it's not the angle you want to take when putting on a helmet. What you want to do is kind of come from your forehead. What you can do if you have long hair, or if you just don't like hair in your face, like most people, is you can use the back of this helmet here to kind of pull the hair off your forehead and then slide the helmet down. And you can see I can kind of stabilize, with my fingers here, but I'm still holding the straps. And you pull down in this direction. I kind of will wiggle it around a little bit, and I've got my helmet on. So this is the point where, if I had my visor locked down and I didn't know where my little visor part is, I'd be like, I can't see it because I'm now in the helmet. But because I checked beforehand, I can find it and I can keep it open. From here, we're gonna put on our glasses. Also, I have some tips for glasses at the end of this video that we'll get to. But you just slide your glasses in just like that. It takes a little bit of practice. You'll poke your ears probably a couple times, but it's totally fine. Now, one of the most important parts is learning how these straps work. So we're gonna do it from a couple different angles to make sure you see what's going on. But this is the most common style of strap, and this is these two D-rings, okay? So what you'll do, you'll take this strap, the long one, and you'll put it through both of them, okay? So you've got it through both the straps, then you will split the straps so that they're open, and wrap it back around and push it through only the last strap, right? Just like that. And it's hard because you can't see what you're doing, so you'll have to do it blind. And you'll see here, there's a little button, a little button. You can take that, and if you can find it, if you're skilled enough, there's a spot for it, and you can clip it in, and that just keeps it out of the way. You don't really have to do that. That has nothing to do with the safety of the helmet. So you can do what you want, but once you figure out how to click it in, it's quite nice. You'll know that you do it wrong because if you put it through this strap, through both, and you turn around and you put it through both again, it comes undone. So there's a pretty good chance that as long as you put them through both, you split them, and you put it through one of them, that you're just gonna tighten, and you can check it with your fingers and it's not gonna have come off. You kind of want 2 fingers to be able to fit under your chin, and that's about it, right? You don't want it like this. You don't want a strap like this. It's not just supposed to hang out down here. It's really supposed to be up against your chin. You want to be able to talk a little bit. You don't want it to hurt your neck, but you do want some good tightness. Like I said, 2 fingers, like a nice well-fitted suit collar. From here, I can close my visor, and if you want to mess with your vents, go ahead. Honestly, vents on motorcycle helmets do very little, so I don't really mess with them. If it's your first time putting on your helmet, you know, don't worry about the vents at all. They're not going to do anything. If you need more air, open your visor a little bit, but we'll get to that. So to take your motorcycle helmet off, what you're going to want to do is start at the buckle. Oh, and by the way, you could put on your gloves at this point. You do your ride, whatever, you come home, you're ready to take your helmet off. You start here. Maybe you pop your visor first if you want, lift that up out of the way. But, you know, up to you. The strap here, what we're going to do is we're going to try to push it back through both of those D-rings. Very easy, see, it wasn't hard to do. I kind of hold here and just press them, you know, kind of push this strap through, pull it out with my finger, and pull it out like that. And now the helmet is undone. Now, another tip is if you have it buckled and you have a little red strap here. Some come with this, some don't, but if for some reason it's just really tight to your chin and you can't get it off, you can try to find this little tab and pull this, and it really loosens the helmet, and that hopefully, you know, removes a little bit of claustrophobia. You can finish taking it off. Some people are really good and they can just pull that red tab and do a couple little, you know, finger moves and the whole thing comes off. I can't do that, never learned that way. Now, I want to take my glasses off. You'll probably forget. If you're wearing glasses, you'll probably try to take it off and your glasses will move and you'll realize, but we take our glasses off at this point. And now I grab right here on kind of the chin bar, and this is how I take it off. So I don't really grab by the straps to pull it off, just grab it right here and lift it off, and the helmet comes off like this. Now this helmet here has the 2 ways that are different from that one. The full face helmet with the classic straps. That's like the just OG helmet. That's what everyone's got. This one's a little unique. It's got a couple interesting features, both in how it closes up, and look at this. So it's still a full face helmet, right? It has the chin bar, but this helmet is called modular. It's a modular helmet because it then pops open like this. You can put on this helmet, usually, right? Completely closed. If you just see it as a full face helmet, you don't have to know it's modular. You can do the same thing, right? You grab the straps, you pop it on, and it goes on like normal. But modular helmets are quite cool because they're actually a little bit easier if you have glasses to put on if you do it in the open position like this. Again, these also, by the way, these helmets are very safe. I still like modular helmets. They're good. I just don't really have like a use for lifting it. I'm not a cop, so I don't really need like an open full face, but you know, if it's your style of helmet that you want, go for it. Now, I don't wear modular helmets very often, but I do have this one, so I'm not gonna look super experienced with this. But what you can do is I still grab it by the straps. Now I can keep my glasses on if I put it through my face, just like that. So I don't know if you've got on some fancy goggles or something, you can put on, I feel like a dork in this, I'm just not a modular helmet guy, but you can put it on with still keeping your glasses on, which can be nice if that's something you're into. Now for straps, this one is called the Fidlock system. Cool company. It's got magnetic closure, so it's really quick to close, little harder to take off. That's a good thing. You want it that way. You don't want it to be easy to remove. But all you do is you take these 2 clasps and line them up, and you hear that click, and you can feel it and feel that they're combined. It's a little bit harder, to be honest, to make sure it's secure. So I would, before you put on your helmet, look at the Fidlock, look at how it works, see how it feel how it feels when it's locked correctly, because you can have it be a little offset and it won't work. But if you kind of, you know, mess with it a little bit, double check, really make sure it's on, give it a good pull, you're probably good to go. Also have your riding buddy, someone around you, use a mirror on your motorcycle, look at it. See if you can look at it, see if it works. Once you get it down, I like these, they're cool, I got no problem with them, but for beginners, I'm a little bit more, you know, uncertain on I wanna really make sure that they know that they're on correctly. To remove, there's this little red tab and it just pulls off and it's undone. Once it's on like this, the strap is on, your helmet is on, but you can now grab this and lower, and now you've got your face shield on. And it's all, you heard a big, nice, crunchy click. The face shield is down, locked into place. You've got a full face helmet. Again, I could take this off like normal, pop it off, or I can lift my face up, pop the strap, and probably pry these open enough, yep, to leave my glasses on. It's a cool feature. Now, even people who know how to put on a helmet often have these 3 questions after they go out for the first time riding. They run into some problems, they come back and they ask me these things. So let's get into it. First off, hair. How do you avoid helmet hair? You don't. Look at me. Look how crazy this is. Go back to the beginning of the video. I'm sure I've got great helmet hair going on right now. Have shorter hair, get a buzz cut, or just deal with it. Bring a hat with you. It's something I often do. Doesn't really matter. You're riding a motorcycle. Don't worry about your hair. If you have long hair, there are some good companies out there that make little nets that connect to the back of your helmet. I haven't used any of them, so I can't really advocate for any one in particular, but I like the idea of them because instead of having to put your hair in a braid, which is probably the most common, that's what my fiance does when she's on the back, is just braids it into a long braid and kind of tucks it into her jacket, is that you could, you know, put it in a ponytail or just like a low, messy bun and put it into the little net that holds into the back of the helmet. It's a cool idea. I'm really about that innovation. So you could do that if you have longer hair. What do I need to look for in a motorcycle helmet to wear glasses? Do I need to buy a motorcycle helmet that says, oh, this is made for glasses? It's got the glasses slots on the side, because you'll see some motorcycle helmets will specifically have a little cutout on the sides of their helmets for your glasses to go in. Does that mean you should only consider those ones? Absolutely not. I have worn motorcycle helmets. In fact, I'm pretty sure that Scorpion Exo R1 Air Carbon, that's the main helmet that I wear. I don't think that has glasses cutouts. I don't think they talk about it, but it fits me and my glasses really comfortably. I've also worn a Shoei before that does have glasses cutouts. And the problem is that everyone's face and eyes and nose bridge and everything is in different spots. So it's actually the slot's too high. And so it holds my glasses in a spot I don't want them, and it holds them too high on my face. So I'd rather them not have a glasses spot. So in terms of buying a helmet made for your glasses, you just have to try it on. It's the same, I'll always give that advice for motorcycle helmets. You just have to try on a helmet to know if it works for you. There's no other way. There's no amount of Reddit posts, reviews, YouTube videos you can watch to know if a motorcycle helmet fits you very well. You can know that it's high quality or that it might fit you, but you gotta try it on yourself. Same goes with glasses. Lastly, how do I stop fog? That's the biggest question. My visor keeps fogging up, my glasses are fogging up. Okay, I've got 2 answers for that one. First is if it is above 60 degrees Fahrenheit and the visor here is fogging up because of your breath. The most common thing to do is to crack it about ½ an inch. There's almost always a little spot, a little indent in the visor so that it can be open just a little, just like this, even lower, just like that, where it's just a little bit of a crack. So when you come to a stoplight and you're breathing in here, and especially when you have a chin skirt like this that really holds your breath in your visor, you'll want to crack it a little bit, just leave it open, or you can open it up all the way, that's no problem. But you can even ride around totally fine with just a little crack in your visor. Even that, see, that's still open, that's gonna let in a little wind versus all the way closed. So if you want to ride around just with a little tiny opening to let a little fresh air in, totally fine. If for some reason your helmet has actually really good vents, maybe that will work on the move. But most often people will run into my visor's fogging up when they've stopped moving. So it's not about venting from these things, it's just cracking your visor open. Another great solution is looking into like anti-fog sprays that you can put on the inside of the visor, or pin lock systems. Pin locks are great. Those are probably my favorite if you really don't want fog, because it's a mechanical like thing instead of just this chemical on the top of your visor. So I'm a big fan of the pin locks. But if you're watching this video to learn how to put on someone else's helmet for the first time, those aren't going to be options. Just crack your visor. Now, let's say your glasses fog up. My glasses fog up if it's really cold out. My glasses don't fog up from my breath. Like, I just crack my visor and that's fine. But you'll find that in the cold, it's really hard to get your glasses to stop fogging up, whether your visor's down, whether your visor's up, it doesn't work very well. Here's my tip. If it's below 50 degrees Fahrenheit, especially if it's in like the 30s, you need to do something a little different, which is you need to never open your visor at all. If you open your vent or your visor and you let your glasses get really, really cold, and then you breathe and you just exist near your glasses, they're gonna fog up. So that venting doesn't work very well. Of course, you can ride around in 30 degrees with your visor all the way open, but no one really wants to do that. So it's when they keep closing it, trapping a little bit of heat, immediately your glasses fog up. So instead, leave your visor completely closed. Let your face warm up your glasses so that they're nice and warm in there, then they'll stop fogging. If you get to a stoplight and you feel like you're fogging up a little bit, just kind of breathe downward like you have an upper bite. and force the air down out through your chin skirt, out the bottom of your helmet, and you'll survive until the next time you get moving and you'll be good to go. But it's that battle of opening and closing your visor that's causing your glasses to stay fogged. Now, looking like you know what you're doing is always a cool thing, but remember that it is not necessary. It is fun to be new at something, to be doing a hobby that you don't know how to do well. So if you go out there and you mess something up, don't think that we're gonna be judging you as other motorcyclists. Get on the bike, enjoy it, have fun, get used to the hobby. We're nice people. If you don't do it perfectly, that's fine, but you can always come back to this video to relearn how to put on a motorcycle helmet.